Alrighty, everybody. My name is Dio Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we are broadcasting live round 6 of the Portland System Open. Both of these players are sitting at 5-1. They are playing for their lives. It is win and in. This is the drama I love to bring you in this last round of Swiss. And this drama is brought to you by Sling Paint Gaming. Sling Paint makes stylized full-color tokens for X-Wing, L5R, Destiny, and more. Visit slingpaint.com visit slingpaint.com and use our exclusive coupon code Gold Squad in all caps to get 10% off your entire order. Again, that is Gold Squad to get 10% off your entire order at slingpaintgaming.com. They're super awesome tokens if you've ever seen them, full color art, and you can even contact them for custom work that they do. I'll be posting a link here in the chat. There's a link that actually has the coupon code already active. So we'll get that here for you in a minute. And while we wait for that, looks like, did they call time already? I didn't hear them start time, so we will just go ahead and start the clock. I'll adjust as needed. But the gunboat's coming out strong here. Do all of them have long-range scanners? Did I miss that? They sure do. Let me adjust that on the overlay. Yes. No. If you could find out how much time there is on the clock. I didn't hear them say start. Okay. If you just that'd be great. All right, I need to do a couple of things to adjust the overlay here. Both of these players are 5-1. This should be a really good game. Both players have arcs on all their ships. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. And just to know, all those ships do have long-range scanners. I'm going to work on getting that queued up here. Right, thank you. So there's 1:08 on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. Just give me a moment. Reset. And the clock has been corrected. Let's also move that clock to the top where we normally had it. We'll move it if the engagement ends up there, if need be. So give me a moment, guys, while I get... sorry, I keep saying 5-1. 4-1. Both these guys are 4-1. It's winning in here for both these players. I, of course, erased the long-range scanners. Linked. And this is an aggressor. And what was the order here? We got tractor beam, heavy laser. So I put them in the order of the cards that he has out there. That way we can make an easy references there. He's sitting at 100 points. And he did those long-range scanners onto the Inquisitor. Mostly that is a deterrent to try to keep the Inquisitor away. There we go. That's been updated. And one thing I do need to go take a peek at is to see which of these is which. These are all news. New one. Since we have a bunch of ships that are the same, I'm going to put some tags on them. That way we know who is who. And I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to find out which ship is which here. All right. So we're back, and he actually has those lined up exactly in order. 1, 2, 3. What in the world is happening right now? Oh. I see. So let's get those tags out there. That's number 3. I'll change this one to number 2. And all is right. Okay. Let's get focused here. So we have, we're not at combat yet, right? Dials are still down. So the Inquisitor here is taking a target lock, gets it evade from the title. I was talking to Andrew Bunn, and his ship broke, and when he was gluing it back on the peg, he didn't pay attention to the direction, so that's why the Inquisitor is going to be strafing this whole game. So pay attention to where those, where the arc is, not necessarily where the ship is facing. And thank you in YouTube chat. Thank you to Eli Crandall for becoming a new patron. He just posted in the chat. You are awesome. You are part of the group of people that really drive this content, really push it forward and make it so that I can do all this stuff. And every season we're going to try to push the envelope, get to more regionals, get to more premier events, and really just bring you guys the best content we can. All right, so Quick Draw does remove himself from the bump from the shuttle. And Andrew chose not to push this turn. This is the Mangler cannon boat that does have a range 3 shot here at the Inquisitor. And it looks like Andrew is palping on offense here. That's going to be hit crit. He does have the target lock. Throws 2, so that's going to be 2 shields on number 3. So yeah, this is a similar matchup to earlier, but these are cannon boats instead of missile boats. So we'll see how this goes. This the other guy had 2 and 2, right? 2 missiles, 2 cannons, I believe. Defense dice just still hanging out in the box. And seeing that heavy laser cannon, that's one thing that can make a difference. Those 4 dice. 4 dice are good. There's a bit of a wrinkle in the dice box. I need to get it I need to re-glue it. You know what? Actually, this is super random. But if any of you are like professional upholstery people or really good at like lining things, I need a couple of dice boxes lined where it's like, because I did it myself and it looks okay, but I'd like it to look a little nicer. So if you're good at that kind of stuff, reach out to me and can work out something. I believe he had slammed with N3, so he couldn't, because that one has a Mangler cannon. All right, looks like N1 is the tractor beam boat. He's coming in, casting that arc nice and wide. Here is the Mangler cannon boat, again, just making a nice wide net. Red Dawn. I will talk to my boy Ned at Crafted Storage. It has to be this perfect shade of blue. It has to be the exact blue that I have, because I've tested so many shades of blue. I'm not going for another blue. But yeah, it'd be great to get another couple more dice boxes just as they wear out, because they will wear out. Thanks, Joe. Love you too, man. All right, so the shuttle is going to be moving out of the corner. And does not bump, so it's going to be clearing there. Here is the hard 3 from the Inquisitor. Man, that sideways Inquisitor, it tripped me out there. And Andrew is not putting the Inquisitor in the same spot he put last time. In round, I think it was round 2 of Swiss, we actually had Andrew here. And Inquisitor had a quick death pretty early. Quick Draw was able to round out the game in the late game. But we'll see what happens here. Andrew's learning from his mistakes, which is good. And we're waiting on actions here. He's debating whether to push for the focus or not. Or I guess he did push for the focus. We handed it to Yor. Again, it opens up the dial quite a bit for the Inquisitor. Quick draw. Ooh. Little slippy slop action there. And Yor's in a very good position to come crashing down on these gumboats. Assuming that Andy is going to be bringing him up here through the rocks. So Quick Draw did have range for the target lock there, so we could get a free shot uncontested. If he could slip in a couple shields here, that won't hurt. Let's move. Sorry, I'm so focused. Forgot about these guys. There's a couple shields already off new number 3. And we're at the start of the combat phase, I believe. He's debating whether to palp for offense here. He thinks he might still be in range. It's going to be expertise for 2 hits and a crit on new number 1. And that's going to be, he has a focus, so no damage there. You're from downtown? Not today. There are no robots at this event, but there have been, I have seen a couple of ion control robots just kind of hunting the waters here. And not here at Portland, but out in the wild. Saw a couple in Indiana. It was really bad. Really bad as in rough to play against. I played a practice game against him. His Will and one of Tyler Tippett's friends. I forget his last name. But, yeah, wrecked me. All right, we got the dials here. N1 has the, let's see, we got tractor beam on the top, heavy laser holding to the back, which he should. I mean, his gun only works at range 2 to 3, those 4 dice. Mangler cannon in the front there. Now, them all being at PS2, he can move in any order he wishes. He does have priority to depending on which ship has priority and what he's trying to get done. I'm curious to see. He's kind of in an awkward position here. He does have the hard 3 open for the new number 3 if he wants to start getting shots. But I wonder if... But new number 2 is in a really awkward spot. I am not sure what Andrew's 1 loss was. Sorry about that, David Faith. So here comes the 2 hard. This is going to be the threat, a threat for the Inquisitor, and also Yor. Focusing. Looks like a 3 hard turn. There it is. So this is Mangler Cannon. And heavy laser cannon number 2 is the one that I'm a little concerned about. He probably just goes forward 3 and maybe slams, I think, is probably the play. Looks like he's YOLOing the rock, which might be okay. You know, it looks like he's going to make it. Will he end on the rock, though? Because he looks like he's going to bump. It's pretty ballsy. He looks like he's off the rock. No rock. Oh, we're going to get a roll for damage here pretty soon. What is YOLOing? You only live once. I'm sorry. So he's going to be taking a... it's like doing something with no cares. So that's the heavy laser cannon guy. He lost a shield. And here's the aggressor. Looks like it's just getting... The aggressor's getting aggressive. No modifiers for N2 or the aggressor. And I think they're just anticipating trying to catch quick draw here, especially if quick draw banks in. So you get the creep here from Captain Yor. Oh, and he does still have Link battery active, so he's got some re-rolls. If Quick Draw did something like a two bank, it's gonna get punished. So little history on both these players. If you're not familiar, Andrew Bunn was the Philadelphia System Open champion, and Andy Devlin has been playing since Wave 6. This is his first System Open, first big tournament that he's been at. He's been to a couple regionals, but first premier event here. Tomorrow's start, I believe, it's the same time we started today, 10 a.m. So Inquisitor checking for a shot here after the K turn, using Yours ability. Or is that K turn? Sorry, not for looking for target lock. Checking to see if N1 is in range. Looks like it might just be. Yep, there's a target lock. Gets the evade from the ability. We'll probably see a push to limit focus here. Doesn't have to, though. And there it is. And he's giving that stress to Yor as well. Here comes Quick Draw. And 3 banks away. Is it a sloop? It is a sloop. Looks like he's still going to be in arc of the heavy laser cannon boat. He might have the distance to barrel roll out of arc. He's checking to see if the stress applies. It does. It is still in range 2 of Yor, so Yor is all full. He can't take any more until he starts clearing some stress here. And he's barrel rolling to the right here. Looking to see. He's just trying to get some shots, I believe. Trying to put some damage into number 1. I'll be honest, I was not expecting the sloop out of Quick Draw. That's a pretty aggressive move. Or, not aggressive, that's a move with a lot of foresight. It gave him enough room to get out of some shots. Maybe. At least he has obstruction now. And it looks like we're going range 2 at new number 2. Maybe. He's looking. It's up. Look at. So I'm not sure is his target here. I'm guessing he's going at new number 1. And we have a target lock from FCS expertise for 3. And we'll be taking 2 shields. Dion, super random. Where are you planning on eating in Portland? I have no idea. I'm just kind of along for the ride here. Here comes the Inquisitor. Same target. He's spending it. I like the aggression. He's trying to take a boat off the table as soon as possible. This is through a rock as well. He's going to be taking 2 more. That's going to be a hit and a card. And Yor doesn't have any shots. And now what order are you going to shoot here? Because it looks like he probably has arc with with new number does he have arc with new number 3? That's close. No, I don't think he does. So it looks like he's activating new number 1 first. He has an unobstructed shot there. This one's the one with tractor beam. I mean, tractor beam doesn't really help you much in either situation. Yep. So I guess he is going to fire the tractor beam, and he's going at. I guess if he can pull his linked batteries, if he can pull the Inquisitor, into range of the other 2 boats, that could be a big difference here. And that's auto thrusters evade and doesn't no tractor beam, not this time. Yes, this is a 2-day event. It says it right there. Shelk Ahmed. It says it on the bottom of the screen that is round 6. So we're waiting here. Here comes heavy laser cannon. And that is a hit, changed from the crit because of heavy, and reroll. That stays a crit. And this is going on quick draw. We're using Palpatine in this roll, and he'll be taking 2 shields, lightweight frame, 1 shield. There you go. Takes 1 shield. That procs quick draw's ability, and that's going to be expertise for 3. And 3 eyeballs. There's no focus there. That's going to be a dead new squadron, I believe, if I've done my math right here. Wait for him to pull out the cards here just for confirmation. Maybe I had something wrong. Thought that new squadron. Oh, he had a focus. I didn't see the focus token. Sorry. Thank you for that. My co-pilots. So no damage because of the focus token. Here come TLTs. On the quick draw. He doesn't spend the focus there. Takes a shield. And takes another shield. Quick draw is out of shield, so the ability only works for 1 turn. TLT doing the work. And now we're activating, I believe, the Mangler cannon boat. He's got a shot there. He hasn't checked quick draw yet. So it's out of range to the Inquisitor. And it looks like he's going just at the Lambda shuttle. Doesn't have a shot on quick draw. It's triple crits. I mean, he's got shield, so he's at least going to get 2. Gets all 3. Does he get no focus? So 3 shields down on Yor. Zookeeper Steve, the way the game works, you buy each miniature separately, whichever one you want for your squadron, and each ship brings different upgrade cards that you put together to have a squad. So if you're just starting out in the game, maybe, or you're considering it, what I would say is, um, you know, don't don't buy every single ship. You could sticking to one faction is an easy way to just go slowly and see what you like. If you want to dive right in, you can actually. There's lots of different people that sell ships, different stores. Our round 5 sponsored, Kingwood Hobbies. It's a great way to start. Get yourself some tokens and cards from Sling Paint Gaming. All right, and now we wait. It's like Andy has made decisions for all his ships except for the tractor beam boat, the one sitting at 3 hull. And the fact that Andrew's going to have to use resources here to kill it is going to help Andy out. I'm probably I think if I'm Andy, I'm going to do a self bump with new squadron number 2. I'm just going to bump into the guy in front of me with a 1 straight. You do maybe even try to do the same thing with new number 3 with like a 1 bank to the left. You just try to get caught by new number 1. We'll get a focus out of some type of safe move in order to get mods on the shot from the aggressor. Okay, so there's not going to be, it looks like there's no self bump here. A reminder, though, we'll see most likely, because of Quick Draw's positioning, we'll see Andrew Bunn bring your in with a 1 bank here, and that'll allow Andrew to use the ability to take away the stress from the what you call it, the debris. So it's going 1 forward there. So no self bump to shorten range here. All right, another 1 forward. So even if he doesn't catch Quick Draw this turn, he's going to be able to punish the shuttle for sure, and possibly take Palpatine, the Palp shuttle, down to a couple hull. So we got 37 minutes left in the round. And there is it's going to be losing 1 of those stress. And now we're waiting for the Inquisitor. 1 hard, lots of arcs over there. And now Andrew has some decisions to make. He's just going to tank up. He does have the rock there for an extra defense dice. But it looks like Heavy Laser and Mangler Boat do have arcs there on the Inquisitor. All right, so we're barrel rolling back. Looks like this gets him probably out of range. At least gets him auto thruster range for the Heavy Laser Boat. Oh, Zookeeper Steve, if you're ever by Pastimes, come on over. I see that you're in Illinois. I know you're a little bit in the farther suburbs out there, or not suburbs, but not necessarily near Chicago. All right, here's the 1 bank from Quick Draw. Does it bump? It does not. Rolling for Cinnamon Bun, rolling out of the box. No damage there. He does get an action still. Debris do not take away your actions. They simply give you stress, which usually takes away your action. But we got a defensive focus there. On quick draw. Yours, very, very good. Inquisitor is arc is to the left. The model broke, and then when they glued it on, they realized that it wasn't straight, and just kind of stuck with it that way for now. The super glue doesn't glue very well to super glue, so you have to like clean it out and stuff. So they decided just to do that. All right, so here's our range 1 shot. He's got a target lock. Natty evades. Oh, he didn't have the target lock. So I thought he was going at N1. It must have been N2. So it doesn't clear any of those focus tokens. Inquisitor might have range or might have arc on something. See if he rolls dice. Don't think so. Looked like it was just a bit wide. And here's not sure who he's shooting. Maybe might be quick draw at range 1. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the heavy laser boat. Yeah, so that's quick draw at range 1. And Andrew here is debating using Palpatine. And he does. First 2 dice. And so he's going to be taking 1. Palpatine can't affect the lightweight frame dice. So that's 1 more card on quick draw. And here this is the Mangler Cannon boat, I believe. 2 evades, takes 1. Yep, on quick draw. Those were TLTs. Got it. So quick draw is down to 1. Here's a tractor beam boat going at the Inquisitor. I mean, even with 3 hits, it's really unlikely for you to do any damage with evade plus auto thrusters. So auto thrusters will kick in. Oh, it hit. He didn't have an evade token. So that's pushing him forward with token here, and our Mangler Cannon boat will have a shot there. So this will be 3 on 2. Only auto thrusters are active. Andrew does still have a focus. Okay, he has a target lock. He's going to spend it. He's looking for paint here. 2, we'll see if that's enough. And with the rock, it is enough. So he had an opportunity there to start digging in some damage onto the Inquisitor. It didn't work out. The tractor beam did hit. And now we wait for the next round of combat. And as we're waiting here, I do want to remind you guys that this round is sponsored by Sling Paint Gaming. They make full-color art tokens for Destiny, Legend of the Five Rings, X-Wing, and more. They do awesome work. I have some of their target lock tokens. I really, really like them. They're just big. They're not. I mean, they actually sell them in multiple sizes, but they have they're very clear. Really beautiful art, and that you actually can work with them on different colors and stuff like that. They do lots of custom work, and you can actually get 10% off their shop by using the coupon code Gold Squad. And what I was trying to get earlier was the link to where did it go? There it is. I've just put in the chat the link, the direct link, if you want to use the coupon code. You don't have to type it in. You can just use that link. That's for 10% off of your entire order. All right, we're waiting for dials here. Looks like everything's down except for... All right, here we go. So he's going forward 1, which will do a self bump onto new number 1. Forward 1, look like he's just trying to keep the pressure on the Inquisitor here. All right, just forward 1s. Using this classic Rebel strategy, forward 1 to victory. He has those arcs staggered at several different ranges. And that aggressor is just keeping its position. Has a good chance of killing Quick Draw this turn if Quick Draw doesn't get into range 1. We'll see what Andrew does here. You're going too forward. That'll lose a stress, so his ability is up as long as something's in range 2. And the Inquisitor is trying to get out of dodge, so he's still currently in all 3 arcs. So he's forcing, Andy has forced Andrew, his Inquisitor, to have to make some tough decisions here. He could barrel roll his forward and then boost, but he's still going to be, I believe, in range and in arc of the heavy laser cannon boat. And then have only auto thrusters to save him, and Palpatine. So he's barrel rolling as far back as possible. So it brings him into range 1. He's trying to do the boost forward, and that should take him out of all the arcs there. And he might have just escaped. It's very close. They'll have to plop the range ruler down there to see whether or not he makes it. And here's quick draw. That looks like the 3 or 4 forward. No, it's a 2-turn of some kind. Does he even move is the question. Not moving probably means it is a dead quick draw. Oh, I saw that wrong. He's going to be bumping. That looks like it. Oh, that's close. Is it range 1? That is very close. If that's range, Andrew wants range 1 to that aggressor, because that aggressor will take out quick draw this turn if it is not. Oh, that's close. 1 base. No, I think that is range 1. And you could just use that. Range 1 is 2.5 bases, and you see the base that he's touching. You could fit 2 in there. Checking the back arc from quick draw. And from the transparency, it looks like it's in. He's looking at his angles. He's debating whether he wants to do a front back shot, assuming that the new number 2 is in arc. Expertise is live. So he's going there. We'll see how many dice he grabs. He's palping. It's aggressive. 4 dice. That's going to be a crit with Palpatine. Spends a focus. 3 hits and a crit. Not spends a focus, sorry, expertise. Lightweight frame die. He's going to be taking 2. So that's a hit and a crit. Going in here on the aggressor, what is the crit? Direct hit, that's a big deal. He's sitting at 2 hull. That probably means that that Sinar is going to be aced here by, oops, too many. It's going to be aced by quick draw next turn, most likely. You were hoping to maybe only take 1 there. This is heavy laser cannon going at your. Okay, that's 4 hits. Gets an evade, so it's going to be taking 3. So that's 2 shields and a card. That's half points on the shuttle. New squadron number 1 has nothing. And it looks like those are all the shots we have. Gumboats are on the table. And speaking of gumboats, you can get your Twitch Prime subscription by connecting your Amazon account. It's totally free. It gives the Gold Squadron podcast support, a couple of bucks and some change by becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber. And you get an awesome gumboat emoji that you just saw. Please, boy, FFT, put in the chat. Thank you, Neil Saturn, for some more gumboats. And all weekend, we're talking about the 2018 campaign against cancer. It's happening April 7th all over the United States. And a couple, I believe there's one event in Australia and one in Canada. An awesome event happening all on the same day, all at the same time. Players across the nation playing X-Wing and raising money for cancer. lots of cool raffles and lots of things that people have donated. It is a great time. I look forward to playing it. Unfortunately, this year I'm not able to attend the System Open. Not the System Open, excuse me. I'm at a System Open right now. I'm not able to attend the campaign against cancer. I have some family business I need to take care of that day because it is my wife's birthday. And she's the true superhero of Gold Squadron podcasts and all the streams we do. And I am cooking up something. I have an idea. We'll talk about it later. Do a video montage of thank you to my wife for making the Gold Squadron podcast a thing. Would you guys be in, Twitch chat, would you be in on helping me make a video montage for my wife of a bunch of people, X-Wing players and stream watchers, saying thank you to her? Would you guys be in on that? DeRoche. Love you, Gordon. Gunboat. All right, so we're getting the 2-hard turn here. He went wide with the aggressor to see if he can let it live for one more turn. Now, one thing here, looking at some of the options, you know, he pulled the aggressor away. I wonder if the better move may have been to try to get quick draw off the table and turn those gunboats to the right. Keep them all together, but turn them to the right. And at least number 1 and number 2. But looks he wants to keep quick pressure on their Inquisitor, which I understand. All right, cool. Sounds like there's some people who are in. So I'll post some details here in the next coming weeks. We'll get that done. It's gonna be awesome. Her birthday is on April 8th, so it should be fun. That's new number 3. Focusing again, putting the pressure on the Inquisitor. He is not letting up. We have yet to see Andy need to use the slam action. He's been pretty efficient with just using his maneuver. All right, here's the Inquisitor. 3-bank through the rock. I don't believe I will be going to the regional in Florida. It's not on my current list. What's the date on that? Catherine Nexera? Maybe I can make it happen. What's the date? Alrighty, so Inquisitor is out. So it looks like we're just gonna put some punishment into the Lambda shuttle, which getting Pop off the table will make a pretty. It's gonna make Andy. They're both AN names. It's gonna make Andy's life easier if he can get Pop off the table. Yeah, we'll see what I can do, Catherine. We'll see what I can do. No guarantees. I wasn't on the schedule before. Got to check with the wife. Check the calendar. And that's a range 1 shot. Here comes target lock. That was a hit. There you go. Expertise for 4. And looking for natties. That's not going to be enough. So the aggressor's been taken off the table. So this is going to be one of those pivot points in the game where you wonder if Andy had turned the boat number 1, number 2 to the right and been able to punish quick draw this turn or the following, if that could swing the game. Mind you, quick draw isn't as fast as these boats if they need to be. So he might be left out to dry, but that's still points on the board. There's still 15 minutes left. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I love the campaign against cancer, guys. Like that's why this whole system open. I've been hyping it up. They didn't sponsor anything like that. This is my sponsorship of them. I'm not able to go this year, so I wanna make sure that they have a successful event. So this is Mangler Cannon, Link batteries for 2 hits using Palpatine. Auto thrusters are on as well. So he's going to evade 3. So N2 is out. That's our heavy laser cannon. Oh, maybe. That's close. I mean, he wants it. So he'll just go heavy laser cannon into the Lambda shuttle. Lambda's at 4 hull. This could do it with some good rolls. That can do it. That goes down to a hit because it's heavy laser cannon. And he's got to roll an evade here. Not today. So Yor is going to be off the table as long as we got all that math right. Yep, Yor's off the table. So shuttle's off the table, and now that's going to make Andrew Bunn's life easier. He's going to keep these 3 arcs together and really put pressure on the Inquisitor. I noticed that the disappearing of Andrew Bunn's list is not on purpose. Let me fix that. Where'd you go? There it is. So with only the Sinar dead, Andy Devlin is ahead on points. He's got a 32.25. He's got 7 minutes left. So, sorry, 7 minutes left. They came and looked. One of the guys looked at the clock here. They got a 7-point lead for Andy. I would really like to see Andy start to try to. I mean, he has a lead right now, so there's no. The pressure is really on Andrew. But if you can get quick draw off the table and then just keep the pressure on the Inquisitor, that's pretty strong, especially with having 2 boats that are pretty healthy. There's lots of game left to play. 12 minutes left in the round. Inquisitor's in a good spot to come into the rocks here and start using those as shields. Not as shields, you know what I mean, as cover. So 2 bank here, keeping the pressure on the Inquisitor. I think we might see Andy Devlin slam here for the first time in this game. Probably 2 forward, 2 hard, or 3 forward, 3 hard coming out of these number 2s. He does a 2 bank. He felt pretty confident about it. He's going to be on that rock, I think. He hit it for sure. We know that. Is he on it? Nope, no damage. Link battery is still alive. And that one will probably just follow suit and do another 2-bank. Oh, it's going to be 3 forward with that one. Okay. Wasn't sure. And maybe we get some slam jam action. 3 hard. There it is. Should clear. And Inquisitor is continuing to try to create some space and find his opportunity to start taking some shots here. But having 3 boats on there, no Palpatine backup anymore, it can get kind of rough. And having the range 1 ability means that he can definitely dig in some damage here. Oops. I noticed I forgot to move my... This is that guy. That's that guy. That's that guy. So, quick draw. It's coming around the mountain. 1 hole left. I mean, because Andrew Bunn is already behind, I mean, he can be aggressive if he needs to be. He's checking range here. He might just have range 3. Looks like it will be obstructed, so it should be 4 dice. And 3 banks. Link battery because you can. And 3 blanks. So no roll there. And now we wait. So the Inquisitor here, I'm sure the temptation is going to be to turn in 8 minutes left in the round, well 9. They can probably, if they play quick, they might be able to get 3 turns in. And the more turns we can get in, it helps Andrew. So Andrew's going to try to get his dials down as quick as possible. There they are. We have Andy now. Still within the time average of his dials. Just waiting for N1 to put down a dial here. Yeah, it broke earlier today and then got glued on crooked by accident. So 1 bank. I mean, it just seems like Andy's strategy, I mean, it has worked out so far, is just to keep the pressure at range 3 from the gunboats with these cannons because they don't provide extra range bonuses. But by keeping the pressure on, I mean, he's constantly threatening the Inquisitor. And the Inquisitor probably would love to be able to turn out and start doing some damage. Here goes the Mangler boat has turned away and looks like he's going to start bearing here on quick draw in the coming turns. Looks like N2 is planning on doing the same thing. Three forward from the Inquisitor. That'll clear the stress. And the boost doesn't fit there. He'll have to barrel roll first in order to get around. Just fits in there. And boosts. N1 is the hurt one. And here comes quick draw. He's coming quick. Both those cannons are offline because he did slam. So it's with the overlay. The tractor beam is number 1, heavy laser is number 2, and mangler is number 3. And it looks like he's going to be just out of range here. This is Quick Draw's opportunity to possibly do some damage. So he's barrel rolling forward to try to reach. He's got expertise. Trying to see if he can reach number 1, get some kills here. So he's going to have range there. And that brings him just in. Or is it just out? Nope, it was just out. And 2. Expertise for 3 hits. Moves fire control systems. And he's going to be taking 2 on new number 2. So that's going to be 2 shields. Now, with 5 minutes left in the game, it can still flip. If Andrew Bunn can figure out, can get into a position to kill number 2 and still have a shot to get number 1, that will be the game there. And in Andrew's favor, be able to kill 2 of these boats. But if I'm Andy, I think that's a too hard to the right, and you disengage, and you make sure Quick Draw can't catch you. You go too hard to the right, and then 2 bank slam to get yourself some space. And these are probably just 1 banks here from the other cannon boats. Looks like we're waiting for Andrew to make sure he's happy with his decisions there. He's thinking about measuring range, see if he can avoid some shots. These last couple turns are gonna be the thing that decides the game. So, oh, interesting. He goes too hard to the left. This could be a mistake. Andrew can make him pay pretty heavily for this. If Andrew gets in a spot where he can do the double, the front and the back, he could kill both of these guys. I forgot to take off the other hole here. He's sitting at 3. Here's Quick Draw with the bank. So only 1 shot will be active here. Expertise for 3 hits and a crit. And that's a dead boat. Number 1 is down. Yeah, so Gus, triple eights. I understand the problem with that thinking that turning in there is good sportsmanship. I disagree. This is a competitive game, and in competition, it's your job to make sure that you win the game. Like he's not slow playing or anything like that. That would be maybe considered unsportsmanlike. But you know, turning away is a good strategic move there. You know, in sports, for instance, you don't give your opponent an advantage for sportsmanship reasons. You know, that's not that was not the right play. Because now Andrew's in the lead here. And all Andrew has to do is make sure that quick draw doesn't die this turn. Andy's got to hurt. He's got to speed up. He's got to make sure he gets these dials flipped. Nope, that's not going to do it. All right. So I think right there, those bank maneuvers, unless he can catch the Inquisitor and kill him here, a full health Inquisitor that is either going to arc dodge or get full mods. I think Andrew Bunn is going to take this. Card 1, barrel roll boost will get him out of range and out of arc, and that's going to be the game. 27 seconds left. If I'm Andy, I'm grabbing my dials and I'm getting ready to put them down. 20 seconds. And that's going to be the game right there. Yep. So time just got called for X-Wing. And Andrew Bunn is going to win with a score of 50-32. I just want to remind everybody that this game is brought to you, this round was brought to you by Sling Paint Gaming, our sponsor, and they have a coupon code, 10% off of their entire store. The code is Gold Squad, all capital letters, and I did post a link in the Twitch chat, and I'm going to post it again. So using that code, you can go ahead and get a 10% off. In the on the Etsy store for Sling Paint Gaming. They got lots of really great full color art tokens for a bunch of different games, including X-Wing. But not only that, they got Destiny, they got L5R, all kinds of stuff. They actually have a series of tokens that are like giant tokens. They're really, really big, which are really, really cool. They're fun to use. And if there's that effect you keep missing, you can see your focus token because now it looks like a dinner plate. Yeah, looking at the let's go ahead and get this booth view going. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. One more time, thank you to our round sponsor there for round 6. That was Sling Paint Gaming. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your help. We had 97 players start today, and I believe, let me pull up Swiss Triangle here. We had 97 players, 6 rounds. So looks like we have 12 players. It's going to be about 12 players moving on tomorrow, which means that we will have a top 8 round. Even though there isn't 16 players, there will be a top 8 round. And all right, how's that work out? Excuse me. So we got 12. So that goes down, because that will go on 6. So it looks like they're going to have to get creative with the bracket here. There'll be a couple buys in there if you have 12 players in the round of 16. But yeah, so we'll have a couple players there in the round of 8. Excuse me, a couple of buys in there. We'll be back. I believe we're starting at 10 again. Yeah, absolutely. K-Dub. And thanks for everybody for watching today. And last time we're going to plug this today. There's 3 ways you can support the Gold Squadron podcast and our streaming efforts. I guess 4 ways. I'll throw in a 4th way. One, as you see, we do have a bunch of sponsors which help, and it's a way to, if you have an X-Wing business, or even if you don't, hit me up. We can figure that out. But you support me, I help you out, get the word out about your business, and I have I've bought tokens and things from a bunch of different companies, so I've seen them in person, and I want to make sure any sponsors are high quality stuff. So make sure you got good stuff before you reach out to me. And then you can become a Twitch Prime subscriber if you haven't done that. You can see how to do that on our YouTube page. You basically connect your Amazon Prime account to Twitch. You become a Prime subscriber. Click a button. Throws us a couple bucks. That's awesome. You can become a patron, which is the groupest. I'm really tired. The groupest. The biggest group of people who support our content here. Go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Get awesome swag. I was showing off earlier the current set of cards that are going out here. We got Crimson Specialist. We have Kylo Ren. Those are 2 commissioned art cards, and then 2 errata set cards. We have Biggs Darklighter, ability used on the back, so you can flip it. We have full art for Dengar and the contracted scout there. We got advanced sensors using the Kylo art. That's all going to our patrons here in the next couple days to a couple weeks. And you can also go to goldsquadronpodcast.com, and we have our store up there where you can buy overstock, or not overstock, it's extra Patreon cards that I have, because they come in decks of 52. Basically, whichever ones I have left over, they just kind of sit around. So find, hey, there's people who maybe are newer patrons who haven't gotten their hands on the new stuff or on the older cards. You can go ahead and grab those. And lastly, no, that was 4. Wow. I am getting tired. I'm starting to stumble here. And I guess if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can also just become a normal Twitch subscriber as well. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow we'll have a top 8, top 4 final. So 3 rounds tomorrow. Then I probably shift over to streaming the Galactic qualifier, because I don't have a flight tomorrow. I have a flight on Monday. So we'll probably bring you that. Lots of great games today. All of our coverage will be live on YouTube starting right after the final on tomorrow. A couple of people had asked me why did I do that for the last one. And one concern I did have a player bring up to me, which I hadn't thought before, is when games are streamed and they're posted immediately, when it comes to a cut round, that gives an unfair advantage to anybody who was in the cut and played on stream the day before to people who weren't, and be able to kind of scout them out. And I don't want that to be a thing. And I know, because that made a couple people hesitant to be on stream, and we would not want to do that. Yes? Oh, we had 9 players make the cut, so we'll have 1 round of 8.
And then cut to top 8. And that round is 2 players.
Oh, okay, so that's how you guys are going to do it. You're doing a playoff for the time. Okay, so there will be a round of 16.
There will be.
It's a playoff game for the top 8.
Round 7 will be one table.
Okay, cool. We had that in Glendale too. Cool, awesome. What time are we starting? We're going to start at 10 again? Okay, cool. So we're starting at 10. We have a top 16, which isn't a top 16. It's a playoff for the 9 spot, and then going from there. So that will be that'll be cool, and they'll be on stream. That's going to be our feature match. I'll see if I can get their list and stuff beforehand. Trying to think if there's anything else going on. Yeah, we'll get some Galactic Qualifier action for tomorrow. Thank you to all our sponsors for today. Let's go ahead and give them a read down and all their coupons and things they got going on. So, Real Repaints. You can go to look him up on Facebook. Lots of awesome art that he not art. Well, I guess it is art, right? He's painting ships. He's doing up a couple ships for the Gold Squadron podcast. They look amazing. If you haven't seen the pictures, look on his Facebook page. Cool stuff. Thank you to Kingwood Hobbies. They do have a coupon code for you guys. That's GSP Portland. All in lowercase at kingwoodhobbies.com. He sells X-Wing and Destiny product at like ridiculously low prices. So if you're looking to get that, he also does used ships and also upgrade cars. He also buys. So hit him up for that. And then Sling Paint Gaming for this last round. They will also be supporting our top 16 game, our playoff game there, and they have a 10% off code there that is Gold Squad, all in caps. Or you can click the link that I put in the chat there. So, what's all this crate stuff? Get your cratiness out of here. So we'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna go get some food with my boys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who supports this channel. Patreon.com/Gold Squadron, Twitch Prime, GoldSquadronPodcast.com. Or if you want to sponsor stuff, hit me up.